I'd like to start this video off talking about it is a blessing to have your health and strength. It is a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. The reason why I'm bringing up this topic is because I just got off the phone talking to one of my brothers. I don't have friends. I have brothers. I believe in the book of Proverbs, a brother near is better than a brother far. Like I said, I don't have no friends. I have brothers. Brothers are diligent people around me, constructive people around me, you know. And me and him had a long conversation. You know, it lasted a little over an hour. And when I heard that his voice was getting kind of weak, then I ended the conversation. This gentleman, we go way, way back. You know, when I first started my landscaping business, he worked with me. He also helped me with my grandson. My daughter had a hard time with my grandson, you know. He was all, you know, the boys do, they always like to cry. But by, call him Pete, by Pete being a football coach, he know how to deal with the young generation, which I personally, I could deal with other people's children, but it's hard sometimes to deal with your own grandchildren. You have to get somebody on the outside of the circle to come in and handle that situation for you. So he stopped my grandson from crying all the time. Matter of fact, before my grandson left to come back to Georgia, that crime was over, you know. And he became more assertive in his conversation, and he came from an introvert to extrovert. And I love that about him. But getting back to Pete, in the conversation I was telling him that he have to listen to what his doctors say. He had to go through that therapy process that he's going through. My sister, she had a stroke. And I had to tell her the same thing, you know. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. I know myself, landscaping business ain't nothing to play with, because it's easy to have a heat stroke. Anytime you work out there in the sun, it's very, very easy to have a heat stroke. I had a heat stroke. When I woke up, I was in the hospital. That is before I found out that I had prostate cancer. When I had that heat stroke, the doctor said that the reason why I bounced back, I must have had been an athlete. Yeah, I ran track in high school and college, you know. But I give all thanks to the universal creator, you know. The universal creator control all things. And when you see a person going through the trial and tribulation, don't run the other way, you know, hide, I gotta avoid them, you know. Go around and talk to them. You know, ask them what you could do to help them out, you know. So in my conversation with Pete, I was telling him, don't give up on yourself. Keep up prayer. Pray to the universal prime creator. You know, ask for guidance. What the doctors tell you to do it. The medication, the proper medication that you're supposed to take it. When the therapists come around, don't give a therapist a hard time. Do exactly what the therapists tell you to do during that time that they come to carry you through the treatment. Also on your own time. You know, do it on your own time when the therapist is gone. Walk from one room to the other room. My sister, she wound up walking from the bedroom area to the kitchen area. Then from the bedroom area out there to the mailbox. You know what I'm saying? And then she had her weekly routine early in the morning, walk around the perimeter of the area that she lived in. Every morning she would do that. She would do that. Now if you see her today, you wouldn't tell that she had a stroke. So you cannot, I'm telling individuals that going through this process, or you know an individual that's going through this process, tell them that they cannot feel sorry for themselves. Tell them that. That's actually very important, you know? Very important. And please don't, you're a person that been through a major accident, don't run no other way. Don't run the other way and avoid that person, you know? Because that same thing that happened to them could happen to you. So we talked We talked a long time, until I heard his voice getting weak. And I know it's time for the conversation to be in it. Tell him I love him, I support him, but he got to love himself by doing positive things for himself now. That positiveness for himself is very, very important to get him back on the right path, So when you have time, would you take the time to please like and subscribe and keep a prayer for my partner, Wendell Stokes. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this conversation.